Hi, my lovelies. Just a quick announcement. Since February is my birthday month, as a tradition, I always open a period of a discount for all my sessions. So this year, I wouldn't do it any differently. The discount is 43%. So when I turn 100, the sessions will be for free. Hang in there. We'll all get there. So I'm going to leave the code for those bookings. The sale will be available until the 16th of February. You can book just one or multiple. You can book for yourself or to gift someone, but it will be available from today until the 16th of February. So reach out, make your own bookings. You can see the schedule on the bookings page, and the date where you book the postcards is actually the day and time that you receive them on your inbox. Okay, so be mindful of that. You don't have to wait or question when you're going to get them. When you book the day and the time, it's exactly when you get it on your email. Okay, I'm gonna love you and leave you, and let's get into the postcard of today. Hi bloomers, welcome to another postcard from the angels. This one comes on the back of an article that I wrote for my blog, and I thought I would share in every platform that I have available for me. Okay. So I was wondering, do you ever wake up and just feel like crying for no reason other than the fact that you have to be a human for another day? Because that was me this morning. And I usually wake up really early, around 5 o'clock. I drink a lot of cold water. I meditate. I do my lesson from A Course in Miracles. But today, when I opened my eyes, I could feel the tears pouring down my cheeks already. And I thought, like, why am I crying? I have absolutely no reason to cry. I mean, in fact, I am now the happiest that have ever been. I built my own company. I do what I love. I get paid for it. I have kids who are happy and healthy all the time. They're doing great at school. I have a beautiful home. I have a loving and supporting family. I have an amazing man in my life. I have loyal friends. I love who I am. I love my life. I'm literally in love with my life. But there I was, and I was having my own self-pity party, feeling overwhelmed because I have so much stuff to do. I have to help this mom drive kids to a birthday party, and then I have to go buy socks for the gym on Thursday, and I have bills to pay, and I have my laundry to do, and I have lunch bags and gym bags and school bags, and I have to edit my book, and I have to finish a lot of articles. And I was literally obsessing about all sorts of first world problems when I heard the footsteps of one of my kids. And it was my 6-year-old, and he jumped into bed with me. And you know, they always have this warm feet and chubby hands, and they're all cuddly. And so he came to cuddle with me in bed, and that just brought so much gratitude and such a sense of purpose that I needed that reminder. I needed a reminder of, what am I doing here? You know, and why do we go through so much? Because it is hard to be human. It is hard to be human because there is a part of us that feels like we're going through way much more than we can physically bear, mentally bear, emotionally bear. But there's another part of us that feels like we're never doing enough, like still need to do more. And no matter what we do, it never seems to be enough to satisfy what we want to accomplish, because there's always something missing, like there's a void inside of us. One that wants to give up, to just say, I've had enough. One that is super tired, super exhausted. And I was giving into that void this morning when I woke up. And I was reminded of one of the lessons that my spirit guides always gave me, and I think this was the most important one that I got from them, was that we are here to have a human experience, and we tend to forget that. We are here to have a human experience. We are here to have fun in whatever we do, and we have to do it with all our hearts. And if our hearts are not in it, we shouldn't do it. We should sit in silence and allow our soul to guide us back into our purpose. And that's pretty much what it is. That's what's missing in that void that we carry inside of ourselves. It's not only the capacity to embrace those moments of silence, but also the courage to follow our heart without having regret, without guilt, without shame, without feeling like we're failing to others or failing to ourselves or being selfish or being arrogant. It's truly having the courage to say no and mean it, but also having the bravery to say yes and commit to it. Do what it takes. But I think the most important thing that we forget is that this is the only dimension where we can experience the beauty of falling in love, the sadness of a heartbreak, the smell of flowers, the touch of a hand, the hug from someone that we love, the laughter of children, the sand between our toes, the salty water on our skin, the warmth of the sun, the mystery of the moon, the loss of a loved one, the sound of a river running, the colors in the spring, the cold in the winter, making love, eating the most delicious food, saying a hard goodbye to someone we don't want to see leaving, kissing someone passionately, missing someone that is gone, actually experience gravity and enjoy a fireplace and have a glass of wine and walk in the forest and give birth to a child and breastfeed a baby, or driving a fast car, or enjoying a movie, listening to your favorite song, look at a beautiful painting, read the most amazing book, travel to different locations, fly, ride a bike, scream, sing, play the guitar, surf, dance, breathe, say I love you, and actually hear someone saying, I love you too. And yet, we tend to fall into saying, I did not sign up for this. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. We absolutely did. We did, and we were eager to experience it. We did, and we will miss it once we're gone. That's the magic of it. Being human is hard because we lose sight of all the things that we have, only to cry about the ones that we don't. Being human is hard because we can't seem to let go of the attachment to self, the attachment to outcomes, the attachment to how things are playing out in our lives, the attachment to our ego. Our soul just wants to experience what it is to be human, because it has no fears, no boundaries, no condition, no limitations. Our soul just wants to know how it feels to fail and to fall, because it knows that this is the only dimension where that experience is available to us. But where we come from, we live for the love and we die for the love. We made promises, we made contracts, we made pacts. We swore that we wouldn't let our ego get in the way of love. We swore we wouldn't let fear get in the way of purpose. We swore we would love no matter what. We promised to love our children, to protect the planet, to save animals. We promised to eradicate sickness, to help the poor, to feed the hungry, to shelter the homeless. We promised we would follow our hearts and let our intuition guide us. We promise to wake up and stay woke. We promise to have and to hold, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death would do us part, all of us, no exception. So these were our promises, and some of us have the capacity to remember those promises and the courage to honor them, and some of us need a little help. So I needed that little help this morning. And as I remember more of who I am and what my purpose is every day, I also remember my mission to remind others of what their mission is too. So here I am to remind you, you are here to have a human experience. You are here to touch others as you walk in life with the deep knowing in your heart that God is guiding you always and forever, and that you could never fail because He walks with you. So even when you experience sadness and when you experience frustration or obstacles in your life, just think that this is the only dimension where you can experience that. So this is a human experience that you're having here as a spirit being, right? But the side of your soul that is limitless and has solutions for every single problem, knows how to deal with things in your life. It's just your human side that feels defeated sometimes, that doesn't have the strength to move on. And it feels like life is punishing us and defeating us and bringing us down. But you are here to rise above all of that. You are here to have fun, to do things when your heart is all in it, to invest in that human experience. What is it that you want to experience, and really embrace every single one of those events as part of your human experience. You live and you learn, you grow, you experience heartbreak, you experience loss and sadness and abandonment and rejection. All of that is part of your human experience. But guess what? There's a million other things that are part of your human experience as well that need your attention. All of the things that I mentioned before, right? This is the only dimension where you get to do those things physically, to actually physically experience things. Remember that. Hold on to that feeling. The next time you look at someone you love, think, this is the only dimension where I actually get to see with these eyes. I get to see this body, and I get to use my hands to touch them and hug them. I use my voice to say that I love them, right? So remember that. Today when you go out into the world, remember that. I am here having a human experience. How do I want to show up in that experience? How can I bring more of my soul into my body? How can I bring more of my spirit into my human experience? Knowing that I can never fail. This is my experience. This is my journey. It doesn't matter what other people say. It doesn't matter what other people think. This is about your experience. You see? It doesn't even matter how many people agree with you or how many people disagree with you. This is your experience. You get to change the narrative of your life every single day. But you were blessed with this human experience. And yes, you did sign up for all of that. All of it. And believe me, you will miss it once all of this is done and it's time for you to leave. So make sure that you enjoy it as much as possible while you're here. Live out loud, unapologetically. Live out loud. It's your life, it's your human experience. You get to dictate what it is that you want to experience in your life. Do not dim your light for anything or anyone. When you dim your light, you dim the light of God within. You stop trusting the process. So I want to make this a tag game because obviously Spirit tagged me this morning. They said, you're it. It's your turn to remind other people of their own human experience, how they can enjoy everything that is happening with them, even if it looks like a challenge and an obstacle. Make it a game. This is my human experience. I'm going to make this a game out of it. And I'm going to succeed for sure. No doubt about that. So go ahead and remind other people today of their own human experience. Give them a meaning, give them purpose, give them a mission, remind them of how important their own human experience is down here and how much they're going to miss it. I am sending you so much love and so many blessings, and I am really praying that you stay safe and protected within the power of your own heart. Big love to all of you.